C.S. Lewis said, "To have faith in Christ means, of course, trying to do all that he says, but trying in a new way, a less worried way, not doing these things to be saved, but because he has begun to save you already." We live in a world where effort equals reward. The best athletes win, the smartest succeed, and the most skilled are in demand. This mindset carries over into religion. Many believe that God's approval is based on performance. You must obey, strive, and prove yourself. But how do we know when we've done enough? Can we ever stop striving? This uncertainty leads to fear, exhaustion, and more uncertainty. It's why many religious groups keep moving the goalposts, demanding more and more effort. Many belief systems are built on performance-based salvation. In Islam, good and bad deeds are weighed. In legalistic Judaism, righteousness depends on keeping the Torah. In both the Jehovah's Witnesses and Mormons, strict rules determine salvation. In secular moralism, worth is based on activism and performance. These systems offer some advantages: structure, discipline, and clear expectations, but at a cost. There is no assurance. You never know if you've done enough. They can lead to pride or despair, either arrogance, "I've done it," or hopelessness, "I never will." They provide soil and fertilizer for control and manipulation, with leaders setting impossible standards. They are hotbeds of hypocrisy where outward obedience replaces genuine faith. Fortunately, Christianity and Christianity alone breaks the cycle. It doesn't say do more, try harder. It says it is finished. Grace means God's love is given, not earned. Salvation isn't based on our performance. We obey, not to earn love, but because we are already loved. It sounds great, doesn't it? But even though we crave grace, we resist it because it feels natural to earn our own way. Our pride gets in the way. We don't want to admit that we need grace. In our fear, we struggle to trust grace. It seems too good to be true. And while we want grace for ourselves, we want judgment for others. Real grace is life-changing because, 1, it liberates us. There is no more fear of failing God's test. 2, it transforms hearts, changing behavior and our entire being. 3, it reflects divine love, which is unconditional and unshakable. 4, it creates true security instead of anxiety. We are able to live in peace. Christianity doesn't ignore justice. Sin has consequences. But Christianity also meets our deepest need for grace. Christ pays the price, so we don't have to. Grace isn't an excuse for laziness. Good works flow from grace, but they don't achieve it. If you're in a system that makes you earn God's love, know this: Jesus already met the standard. You don't have to live in fear. You don't have to keep proving yourself. You don't have to carry the burden. Choose grace. Choose freedom. 3 verses to remember. Ephesians 2:8-9. For by grace you have been saved through faith, and this is not your own doing. It is the gift of God, not a result of works, so that no one may boast. Romans 11 verse 6. If it is by grace, it is no longer on the basis of works. Otherwise, grace would no longer be grace. Titus 3 verse 5. He saved us, not because of works done by us in righteousness, but according to his own mercy. Step into the grace that Christ has called you to. Let go of the fear and the driven behavior, and come home to God who loves you.